Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to our Stutis series from Srimad Bhagavatam. We are in Canto 1, Chapter 7, Shloka number 25, where Arjuna is glorifying the Lord. Tathayam chavataraste
Tathayam chavataraste
Bhuvo bharajihirshaya
Bhuvo bharajihirshaya
Vanam chananya bhavanam
Svanam chananya bhavanam
Anudhyanaya cha sakrita.
Anudhyanaya cha sakrita.
Word for word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Tatha,
Tatha,
thus,
thus,
I am,
this,
cha,
cha,
and, avataraha, incarnation, te, your, bhuvaha,
bhuvaha,
of the material world, bhara, burden, jihirshaya, for removing, swanam, of the friends, cha ananya bhavanam,
cha ananya bhavanam,
and of the exclusive devotees, anudhyanaya,
anudhyanaya,
for remembering repeatedly, cha, and asakrit, fully satisfied.
fully satisfied.
Translation: thus you descend
Thus you descend
as an incarnation to remove the burden of the world and to benefit your friends, especially those who are your exclusive devotees and are constantly wrapped in meditation upon you. Yeah. So Prabhupada writes in the purport here, it appears that the Lord is partial to his devotees. Everyone is related with the Lord. He is equal to everyone, and yet he is more inclined to his own men and devotees. So the Lord is impartially partial, if that's a phrase that we could use. He is impartial because he is supplying everyone with everything, irrespective of whether they respect him, acknowledge him, accept him as the Lord or not. He's always there to take care of them, to take care of their basic requirements. But the Lord is specially disposed towards his devotees because they are always thinking of him. They are always calling out to him. Because everyone is related to the Lord, Prabhupada is saying, he is equal to everyone because he cannot create you and then simply disregard you. Since you are also coming from the Lord, then certainly the Lord is inclined to take care of you. But however, when it comes to his own devotees, those who glorify him, those who worship him, those who serve him, then certainly the Lord has a special place in his heart for them. Prabhupada writes, the Lord is everyone's father. No one can be his father, and yet no one can be his son. His devotees are his kinsmen, and his devotees are his relations. That means a relationship only exists if there is a back and forth between two personalities. So Prabhupada is writing here that for the Lord, his real family is his devotees, because they have a relationship with him. This is his transcendental pastime. It has nothing to do with mundane ideas of relations, fatherhood, or anything like that. As mentioned above, the Lord is above the modes of material nature, and thus there is nothing mundane about his kinsmen and relations in devotional service. I was reading the transcript of Prabhupada's pravachan on this particular shloka in Vrindavan. And Prabhupada is saying that you can only see and experience the Lord through service, loving service. So Prabhupada says the only qualification for a devotee is to serve. And this service attitude, Prabhupada further explains, it comes through sadhu sangha. That even in a minute, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, even 1 or 2 minutes association with the pure devotee can completely transform your life. So it is through this sadhu sangha association that you develop the desire to serve the Lord. And of course, that service begins with following the instructions by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So how do you know who is the Lord and who is an avatar? That too, Prabhupada explains, there are many people who may claim to be an avatar, but they should really have reference in Shastra that they are indeed an avatar. And an avatar will always come for a particular purpose. We all accept that Srila Prabhupada himself is a Shaktya Vesha-avatar of the Lord, come for the particular reason of propagating the Krishna consciousness movement. And Prabhupada further explains that this Bhuvo Bhara Jihir Shraya, that the earth is burdened with those who are sinful and go against the will of the Lord. And Prabhupada gives us an example. How we become burdensome. When we are alive, Prabhupada says the body is very light. A dead body is heavier than a body that is alive. And Prabhupada explains that's because there is life in it. So for Mother Earth, this sinful tendencies of the human beings really creates a huge burden. Prabhupada has said elsewhere that we are like the walking dead. Those who do not practice spirituality are actually walking dead animals. Prabhupada mentioned that when he was somewhere, I think in New York or someplace where he was walking on his morning walk. And he said, look at all these walking dead people. They are just hurrying here and there, but they are dead spiritually. So this creates a huge burden for Mother Earth. And when there is this kind of burden, Prabhupada explains that then the Lord has to make an arrangement to reduce the burden for Mother Earth. And one example Prabhupada mentions in that particular lecture is that it just took 18 days and Mother Earth's burden was reduced by 64 crore men. And it was the Lord's arrangement. So the Lord can do anything. If he feels that the situation is becoming worse, then he will find out a way to reduce the burden for Mother Earth. So Prabhupada also says that when Arjuna was talking about non-violence, Krishna very emphatically said there is no question of non-violence. You have to do as I desire. Anarya Jushtam Asvargya. Krishna says you are acting anarya. Arya means civilized, Prabhupada explains. So anarya means uncivilized. So, so the Lord comes to reduce the burden on Mother Earth. And Prabhupada also gives an example of Prithu Maharaj. Now, Prithu Maharaj's forefather was very sinful, and therefore Mother Earth stopped producing vegetation and food, etc. So when Prithu Maharaj took over and food production still had not resumed, he gets very upset and he threatens Mother Earth, saying, if you don't produce food, I will kill you. At that time, Mother Earth says, the amount of uncivilized people are so heavy. If you are not obedient, why should I produce food? You just starve and die. So like that, there is a conversation between Prithu Maharaj and Mother Earth. So this is Kali Yuga. Prabhupada says there are 3 symptoms, major symptoms in Kali Yuga. The first one is that there will be no rain. If there is no rain, how can food be produced? But the stunning thing is that even though there is no rain, and if food production has significantly reduced, then the government will figure out a way of taxing you so heavily just to give you a little bit of food. So the first symptom of Kali Yuga is no rain. The second symptom of Kali Yuga is heavy taxation of the citizens. And the third symptom is that people will not be able to bear with this heavy taxation. And men, specifically, Prabhupada says, will simply abandon their families and run into the wilderness. So Krishna consciousness is the only remedy. And Prabhupada mentions that we have no anxiety. At that time, Prabhupada was saying, to maintain all of the temples, it was costing the movement 25 lakhs. Today, 25 lakhs is hardly any money to run a temple, but annually the expenditure for running all of the temples, Prabhupada was saying, was 25 lakhs. And he says, because we are dependent on Krishna, we have no anxiety. But somebody who is earning 25 rupees per day, they have such great anxiety because they are not dependent on Krishna. So Prabhupada says, devotees have no anxiety because Krishna will take care of them. Krishna will supply them with whatever it is that they need. So therefore here Arjuna is glorifying the Lord, saying that he comes to remove the burden and to benefit his friends. Yes. So the Lord comes to protect his devotees, to annihilate the demons, and to re-establish dharmic principle. And Arjuna is saying you have a special favor for your devotees who are exclusively meditating upon you. So we also can be in this mood of wanting to meditate on Krishna. And as Prabhupada rightly says, our only qualification is to lovingly serve him and to always beg and plead with the Lord that whatever happens, we should not stop chanting the holy names of the Lord, and we should not stop our seva. Because without seva, you cannot make progress. So elsewhere, I remember in one of the Bhagavatam chapters, one of the topics in Canto 2, Prabhupada said there are 2 things. One is our determination to chant and our austerity that we take to serve. Prabhupada says this 2 combination, the determination to follow Krishna's instructions and the austerities that we take, the penances that we perform to do service, these are the only 2 things that will just take you like a bullet train to Krishna. So that was very eye-opening for me. The austerity, because to perform seva is not an easy thing. It's an austerity. So that deep austerity, Prabhupada calls it a penance. The combination of these 2 is very, very purifying for a devotee. So we can also be in the same mood of serving the Lord, just like Arjuna served the Lord by fulfilling his instructions, by becoming his instrument in this Kurukshetra war. And thus Arjuna was saved from his own identity crisis, and Krishna benedicted him accordingly.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.